Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Glossy Philosophy. My name is Jansen Bidman and today we are doing a classic bridal look. So today we're doing what I would call a classic bridal look. We're going to be using lots of rosy pinks and just kind of a basic browny rosy eye on the lids. We're going to be doing really clean skin, but we're going to be talking about tips and tricks on how to make your makeup last. And even if you're not a bride, something like this is great whenever you're wearing white or something really neutral, or this is like a step above a no makeup look, because you still want to look like yourself on your wedding day, but you don't want to be, you want to be ready for photographs and you want to be ready for a long day of celebration and photographs. So let's get started. First, I'm going to go in with my matte corrector palette. Now, when you're getting your photograph taken, you definitely want to make sure that you are correcting the skin, because even though a photographer will clean the skin, or at least they should, that should be part of the package that you purchase, it's just easier if everything, if like it's just a couple spots here and there and they don't have to like edit your whole face, your whole skin on every photo, because you're going to be getting hundreds of photos to choose from and you want to be looking your best in all of them. And then I'm going to go in with this concealer shade instead of my regular concealer, just because I want to make sure that this lasts a really long time, and this is a fuller coverage concealer than the GIORGIO Armani. If you don't have under eye problems, then you can go with a sheerer formula, but that is something that is always kind of in the back of my head, is what's going on underneath my eyes, because I do have some purple and blue under there. Now I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow primer. So we're basically just prepping everything, and you can always go back in with your concealer later. And when you're using heavier products, it's nice to get them on the skin and let them sit for a while you're doing your eyes or something else. Okay, now we're going to do our gel liner, which I know in videos I usually do toward the end, but right now I'm going to do it right away. Again, so it has time to sit, so if we need to amp anything up at the end, we can. Just wiggling it back and forth. And that really just pops the lash line and make you look like you have thicker, fuller lashes. Could you go in with false lashes? Yes, but we're keeping this a little bit more basic, and false lashes would definitely take it to the next level. So we'll definitely do a false lash video a little bit later. Okay, because we're not doing like a super smoky eye, I'm going to go in with my foundation on the back of my hand, fluffy foundation brush. I'm going to dot it, I'm going to press it in to the skin. I'm just bouncing my brush on my skin. I'm bouncing it, making sure that it's blending into the concealer. And again, your makeup look is probably going to be a little bit, or it could be a little bit heavier than maybe you wear on a regular basis. But as long as you still look like yourself, that is what is important. It's all about light layers when you're doing longevity. So we're definitely not going to powder right away, because again, we want everything to set, and we want to see if anything kind of melts away because of skincare, or maybe you're really dry. that morning, make sure when you're getting your pictures taken that you're drinking a ton of water the week before so that your skin is super hydrated. And of course, make sure that you're washing your face, moisturizing, and doing any other serums that you would normally do in your skincare routine. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and we're just gonna warm up the skin. And even though I haven't powdered, it's still gonna work because you don't really need to put powder down first before you do your bronzing contour. And the effect isn't really a contour, it's just to define my cheekbones a little bit. And again, I'm using a super fluffy brush, so we're not really contouring, we're warming up the complexion. We're telling the camera, hey, I have a bone structure, I don't have a flat face, which is surprisingly helpful for the camera. Because as smart as our cameras are, they do need a little help defining light and shadow. If you're also thinking, Jansen, you need a new bronzer, you are correct. I'm getting very low. This is my first bronzer I've ever really worked through. So I'm trying to decide if I want to try out another one or if this is like my holy grail bronzer. So I'm kind of dragging my feet a little bit. All right, I'm not going to do the nose or anything like that. So now I'm going to take a really fluffy eyeshadow brush and I'm going to go in with my bronzer and I'm going to put that in my crease just to start to define the eye. And it will also pull everything together for your classic bridal look. So a little bit on the lid and then sweep it right up into the crease. Again, make sure that your tools are working for you and not against you. They should basically be doing all the work for you if you have the correct tool and if you're using it at the correct angle. All right, now we're going to go in with our matte colors. And I'm going to start with this lightest shade on a 217. And we're going to do the exact same thing. A little bit on the outer third. I'm bringing it up into the crease. And that is creating a very natural definition in your crease. We're playing with colors that kind of mimic the skin, or my skin tone anyways. If you are lighter or darker, then you'll want to play with different colors. And then I'm just going to just slightly blend out the top of that a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put down my base shade. This is Shroom from MAC. I'm going to start in the center, go to the inner corner, and I'm kind of going to ignore from here back because I'm going to go in with Swiss chocolate and really, I'm not going to super smoke it out, but I'm going to smoke it out a little bit because again, cameras need help defining shadow and light. So any help you can give them, you get a better picture. And you're going to be outside as well, so the shadows are going to be playing a lot. I'm going to go in with a smoky brush in with Swiss chocolate. I'm just pressing this onto my lid and then bringing it up just a touch into the crease. And up close, I can already see that my concealer needs to be blended out a little bit because it is a little bit heavier. It's going to move until you set it. But I don't want to set it until I'm done with the eyes, just in case there is any fallout. And again, I'm just really, really lightly using my smudge brush. Sometimes I call it my smoky brush. And then I'm going to go back in with my 217. I'm just going to wipe off any excess and I'm going to blend, make sure that everything's blending into everything else. No harsh edges, just a really soft bridal look. Okay, I think that's looking really good. My eyes look much bigger. And now I'm actually going to use shadow to do my liner. You can go in with liquid, you can do gel, but I'm going to go in with something a little bit softer. So I'm going to use my brush, and that's Swiss chocolate. And remember, the denser your brush, the more product you're putting on the skin. You can hear the kiddos waking up. I'm filming this very early. And that using a shadow just creates a really soft liner. So same techniques as you would with gel or liquid. You're just doing little dashes and pressing that into the lid. Now I'm going to start setting with my pale yellow powder. And I'm going to use a little bit more powder initially than I would on a normal day because again, we're doing really light layers. And it's going to be a long day if you are getting married. And you're going to need quite a bit of shine control from all the hugging and merrymaking that you're doing. Okay, I definitely need to do my brows because now I'm just getting really distracted from my brows not being done, and then we'll go back in and finish the eyes. So I'm taking my two eyeshadow colors, I'm pressing and dragging with my angled brush. I'm finding any kind of holes between the hair that need to be filled in, but I'm not doing a super heavy brow because again, I just want definition. I'm not trying to restructure my face or do anything super artistic. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna pull a little bit more towards the center. All right. Okay, now we're gonna stand back and see what we think about our eyes. I think I want just a little bit more of that Swiss chocolate in the crease. So on my 217, I'm just gonna pull that up just a little bit, and then I'm gonna take the excess and put that under, just really, really lightly. So again, pulling that into the crease, and then underneath. Okay. I'm going to take my fluffy brush from BK Beauty and make sure that's all blended out. Then I'm going to go in with my mascara. You probably want to go in with a waterproof mascara. because you will be crying tears of joy on the day of your wedding. So please remember that. And then I'm going to grab my mascara. I'm going to do Smokey Eyes because I'm not getting married today. And make sure when you're using waterproof mascara that you have a really good oil to take that off at the end of the day. You do not want to sleep in your mascara. Then we dip back in, get a fresh mascara, and then we're going to finish up our look. Okay, I'm going to take my blush brush. I'm going to go in with this rosy pink blush. I'm going to dab it, and then I'm going to brush. So I'm going to push it into the skin and brush away. We're going to use our highlighter, and this liquid can be used on top or underneath foundation. Lisa Eldridge says that she likes to use it under her foundation, but I like to use it on top. I think that works really well. And then you can pull that forward as much as you want to, so that you have that nice bridal glow. Okay, we went in with a rosy blush, so we want to match that with our cheeks, or with our lips. Rosy cheeks, rosy lips. I'm going to do Kitten Mischief because you will be kissing your partner at the end of the day, and you don't want all that lip color to come off on them. So we're going in with Kitten Mischief, and then we're going to go in with Beauty to kind of rosy it up a little bit. And I would definitely make sure that somebody, if not yourself, is carrying around your lip products. And then, this is a trick I learned from, I think it's Kate Blanchett's makeup artist, movie makeup artist. You want to lick your top teeth, take your pinky, pull it through. That way, none of your lip product gets on your teeth. And that is the classic bridal look. Make sure you zhuzh your hair at the end if you're wearing your hair down, or make sure that your hair looks really good with the makeup as well. I hope this video was helpful on a classic bridal look. I hope you learned some tips and tricks that you can use yourself on your wedding day, or that you're going to tell your makeup artist to use for you. I do fashion videos every Wednesday and beauty videos every Friday with blog posts. Everything will be linked below. Please hit that like button and the subscribe button, and I will see you very soon. Bye!